a little something like.
I'll keep you all summer, and after fall, I'll keep you all summer, and after.
Hello officials, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, I'm Lewis, and this is Officially Lewis. If you missed next week's, whoa, back it up. If you missed last week's video where I drew Adrian Agress, it'll be linked down below for y'all to check out, so don't worry. Pause right now, go back to that video, watch it, then come to this one. And if you are here from last week's video, welcome back. It's so good to see y'all. Hope y'all day is having fun and wonderful and beautiful. Anyways, in this episode today, we'll be redrawing and rewriting Chloe Bourgeois. I'm pretty sure we all can agree that her character arc was flushed, not even flushed, thrown, tossed, disintegrated down the freaking toilet. Okay, family friendly, gotta remember. But no, seriously, we all can agree, right? Like, they did her character arc so dirty, but you know, that's for another video. But before we even get into today's video on Chloe Bourgeois, I feel like a lot of y'all are here but yet haven't subscribed, and that's utterly ridiculous. I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and subscribe. What are y'all doing? Come on, I'll wait. Did y'all subscribe? I hope y'all subscribed. Anyways, with all that being said, and hopefully y'all subscribed, let's go ahead and get into this video of Chloe Bourgeois. Bourgeois. Chloe Bourgeois is an interesting character, to say at least. She's your typical mean girl that bullies Marinette because Chloe has a crush on Adrian too. Chloe has a little pet, and we all know, when I say pet, we all know who I'm talking about, but for those that don't watch the show, she got a friend called Sabrina. Sabrina is basically her best friend that literally does everything for Chloe, and Chloe treats her like shit. Simple as that. And even though it's cliche friend dynamic where popular girl is friends with the nerd, just don't really sit right. It really doesn't. Let's be honest. Don't hate. Let's just be honest. And yeah, it's just so cliche and it makes no sense. Anyways, back to Chloe. She doesn't get as much attention than she deserves. Like, the way that she is just becomes a spoiled brat. Yeah, she's literally called her dad, who's the mayor of Paris, just to get her way, disregarding the people around her's feelings. When Chloe got her be Miraculous, she slowly started showing character development and actually started becoming a better person, but you know, the writers threw her character arc away. Speaking of which, let's actually get into the actual issues, because I have some issues that need to be addressed. A couple of issues that popped up as I rewatched the show, Miraculous Tales of Ladybug and Cat Noir. And when it comes down to Chloe, that's a long list. Bro, that list is long. But let's just take a look at her character. She's a bully with mama issues and has a crush on Adrian. So, working with that basics, I feel like her character arc in the story should have been better. I mean, granted, like, look, she is a bully and she does a lot of stuff for selfish reasons. I understand that. I 100% get that. Like, but at the same time, Chloe needs to learn on how her actions have consequences. I don't think she actually did learn that back in the show, which is crazy to me. I think she did, or did, I don't know. I really don't. I mean, I guess you can count season 5 as her finally taking accountability towards her actions, but you know, all he said, she said. Anyways. And, but yeah, the show really doesn't have any character development for Chloe. It's always, she's just here to bully Marinette and crush on Adrian. But now when it actually comes down to Adrian, like, I understand that a little bit, because Adrian and her go back all the way back to their childhood. So, of course, Chloe will pull a Osana from Yandere Simulator. That makes sense. But I feel like, as writers, we should not we, who they should have at least gave her some sort of insights on why Chloe bullies Marinette. Like, I get it, both Marinette and Chloe both like Adrian, but that doesn't give a good enough reason to bully. So I feel like we should implement the fact that Marinette is a very talented, inspiring fashion designer. For those that don't know, Chloe's mom ran off to the States because she wanted to pursue her dream in fashion and became a huge fashion designer. So maybe the similarities between her mother and Marinette will make Chloe try to be protective over Adrian of what happened to her. So, you know, like, y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Because, like, there's so many opportunities besides the fact that Chloe just bullies Marinette, all because they like the same guy. She only has one friend. Her name is Sabrina. We all know. The sweetest girl ever, but man, it's like, ooh, like, even though Sabrina knows Chloe is wrong, which we all know she is wrong, she will always stand by Chloe, which is understandable because if you consider somebody your best friend, you will have their back regardless if they're right or wrong. Like, that's just basic best friend knowledge, like, duh. But their whole friendship dynamic would have been good, but the only thing is how Chloe would treat Sabrina like a pet instead of a friend. And as y'all saw in the finale, oh, also spoiler alert, if y'all didn't watch season 5, click off the video, go watch it, and come back, okay? But Chloe gets shipped off to America because, well, I'm not going to go into detail about that, but she gets shipped off to America, and she lost her only friend, and she's sad because she has no one to talk to now. Now, let's be honest. Let's look, before we can continue, let's actually sit up here and be honest right now. Chloe is a self-centered brat, and she only does things to support her own ego. We all know that. It's pretty obvious and really crazy if you really think about it. Like, ooh, the fact that she has no care for anyone but herself is disgusting. But at the same time, she is a classic bully, so what would you expect? And the way that the way that she literally, as soon as she gets some Miraculous, she exposes her identity immediately as Queen Bee, and the way that she started up some shit, because mind you, in that episode, I believe it was Style Queen or the episode after Style Queen, where she gets her Miraculous, it's all nice and peaceful and dandy, right? And there's no attacks by Hawkmoth. It's just a nice normal day. Here Chloe go. We need to start up something. She will, if y'all don't remember in the episode, she literally goes into the train station and legit starts a runaway train. And the crazy part is, right? The crazy part is she gets upset when Ladybug and Cat Noir both look at her like, bro, why did you do this? Like, at first, you know, she gets her praise because people don't know what happened. But then when Ladybug realizes what happened, of course she calls her out. Because, no, you legit put all these people in danger for what? That makes zero sense. Anyways. The actual issues I do have with Chloe is, 1, her reasoning behind bullying Marinette. 2, the way that she treats Sabrina. 3, not enough character development. And 4, her status as Queen Bee was revoked immediately. These videos, not videos, whoa, what? I read that so wrong. What these 4 issues stated, let's start with the first one, and how we could change it to fit the rewrite. Coming off of what I said in the previous video where I drew Adrian aggress, be sure to check that out. And Chloe, like how Adrian and Chloe will be dating throughout middle school, but due to recent tragedies with Adrian, that he would decide to, you know, be single and just be friends with Chloe, and Chloe will respect that. But Chloe was still trying to be Adrian's best friend and be overprotective towards Adrian. Now, with this background, it makes a lot of sense why she will bully Marinette, giving like Chloe a more reason on why she is bullying Marinette, or at least trying to make Marinette stay away from Adrian. And another reason why Chloe would try to bully Marinette is because Marinette reminds her of her mother because Marinette is an aspiring fashion designer. Those two reasons just justify why Chloe will bully Marinette. Doesn't make it right, but at least it gives us an understanding of where Chloe is coming from. Moving on to the second issue, the way Chloe would treat Sabrina, I'm not gonna hold you, it actually pissed me off. It really did. But anyways, besides the point. It's actually really horrible, and the things that I will be changing will be, for starters, Sabrina will be getting the same treatment at the beginning before Chloe gets her Be Miraculous. That's how the friendship dynamic will work. But when Chloe will start getting this Be Miraculous, she will actually start, like with the help of Pollen, she will actually start becoming a better person, starting with Sabrina. I know what y'all probably gonna be saying, like, why doesn't she start with Marinette? She needs to start like da 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 da. No, she needs to start with Sabrina. Like, Sabrina and her are supposed to be best friends, but Chloe will treat her horribly, and Sabrina will stick by it. And yeah, it's just, and it's like I'm at a loss for words, and I'm looking at the script, so I can't, like, I don't know how I'm lost for words, but like when you really think about it, I'm going off script. When you really think about it, right? Sabrina really has been Chloe's ride or die, even though Chloe treats her like she treats her horribly, and it makes me wonder, like, has anybody actually go up to Sabrina and ask her why does she be friends with Chloe? And it's probably because Sabrina would tell people, like, Chloe just acts like that in front of y'all, but behind closed doors, y'all don't know the real Chloe, which could justify why Sabrina stayed friends with Chloe for as long as she did. Moving on to the third issue, as a lot of y'all know, Chloe's character arc didn't really, it just wasn't the best, and they basically threw her character arc away. Let's be honest, they did. At the beginning, you could see where the writers were going with Chloe. Like, she's a bully, she will get her she will get her Miraculous and become a better person. I see where they were going with this, but bro, when Chloe, like, it makes sense how she got her Miraculous too, because let's be honest, Marinette would never give Chloe a Miraculous, but they could have leaned more into it, or had like an episode where we saw Chloe after becoming a holder of the Be Miraculous. Like, we needed more insight onto it. We just got that, the Miraculous just fell into her lap. That's it. Like, and the fact that Marinette would literally, like, I get it, Chloe exposed her identity, so it's unlikely she'll be another Miraculous holder. I understand that, but at the same time, keep that same energy when it comes to Kagami. Who else? Kagami, Alia heavily, Nino. Like, she will constantly keep giving the Miraculous, knowing that Hawkmoth knows their identity, but not Chloe, right? Like, how is that even fair? Like, it makes zero sense. Like, man. Like, they really could have leaned more into it, like, showing us how, like, mind you, Chloe would still pick on Marinette, but not as much. Or, like, Chloe will be so, like, at least her outside persona would, Chloe would start helping others in the background and not try to really cause too much attention or be a brat. Like it's like little things like that could really help with her character arc. Like, they just really threw her character arc away. Oh my goodness. Alright, moving on to issue 4. Like I said back in issue 3, Marinette would never have gave Chloe a Miraculous, but the fact that Chloe had it and told everybody about it was just really dumb, and I feel like it makes the most sense. I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I feel like it does make the most sense for Chloe to reveal her identity. But where the show got me messed up is how Marinette would, like I said before, like how Marinette would sit up there and tell Chloe that you can no longer be a Miraculous holder, because of the fact that your identity is revealed, which we constantly see Marinette use other heroes who already revealed their identities. Like, you understand it? It really was playing favoritism. And like at the same time, I understood where Marinette was coming from. Chloe used to bully her. I understood. But at the same time, like, she should at least told her straight up to her face instead of like leaving her on. Even Cat Noir said it. Cat Noir even told her like, hey, you need to go ahead and talk to her, cause in Chloe's mind, she still believes that she will be Queen Bee again one day. Like just don't play with this girl's feelings, especially for being Ladybug. Like, Marinette will have to do, like, all she has to do is just simply go up to Chloe and sit her down and talk to her and explain how she obviously can't be Queen Bee, but she can also become a different hero using a different Miraculous. Because, mind you, when she was Queen Bee, she did do everything in her power to help Ladybug, and y'all cannot ignore that. Look, y'all can't ignore that one. But you know, man, they just man, when like it was just such a loss that we lost Queen Bee, and at that moment we just knew that her character arc was going downhill. I mean, like, they introduced a whole replacement instead of fixing like Chloe's character arc. They legit just brought in somebody so random. Mind you, I love Zoe, but no. Oh my goodness, no. Okay, now that I addressed the actual issues, I feel like it's only right to get into this rewrite. But before we do so, let's actually take a break real quick and talk about my outfit changes that I did make. Now, when we look at when we look at Chloe's style, you can see that they were going for a more popular girl aesthetic, and I see where they were going with. But at the same time, I felt like they could have did better. Mind you, her style is way better than Marinette's. In comparison, like, there was just more thought put into Chloe. Mind you, I would do a lot of things differently, hence why I redrew her whole outfit. But like, it's not bad. In my actual, like, the outfit wardrobe I did change for her is I took away her ponytail. I took that away immediately. Because like, we already got Queen Bee who has a ponytail, so let's give Chloe a different hairstyle. And yeah, I gave her legit, I gave her them what do you call them I can't remember the flat hair. Dang, why it took me so long to say it. But I gave Chloe a nice long flat hair, and that's it. Legit simple. You can't even tell that they're the same person. Like, and I also gave her this nice coat or like fancy coat or whatever that's like a dress too, or skirt. I don't know, y'all know the outfit. It just looked, I thought it looked nice, okay? Like, but it gives rich girl, like like it really gave rich girl. And then as far as her Queen Bee outfit wasn't really bad. It really wasn't. I just still redesigned it for the purpose of the video, but like, it really wasn't bad. I just legit just took a lot of inspiration from the actual show's Queen Bee and added my changes. For example, I changed her mask, and I also added like those little puff things that Queen Bees do have around her, like sometimes they have around her legs and stuff and arms and stuff. So I added that, and I was gonna add one around her neck, like how those like Queen Bees, like especially pollen, have those like puff things around their necks, but I felt that was doing too much. I still added that little black swirl in her hair, and yeah, that's as far as the outfits. It's like really simple, like little stuff that you can see that is different will make the whole outfit better. Before we actually jump into the story, let's give a little backstory before we even get into the rewrite. Ladybug and Cat Noir have been fighting side by side for a good minute now. The only difference is that Ladybug, like the episode style queen, will come in season 1 and a little bit before, So just to keep everything in season 1, like that Chloe, or at least maybe the start of season 2, but Style Queen would become either somewhere in between season 1 or season 2. So yeah, just keeping a little backstory. When I do get to Master Fu's episode, I'll explain more in it, but at this point, Master Fu already met Adrian and Marinette separately, of course, but he already been meeting them and all that. But we'll get into that when we get to Master Fu. And yeah, right now we're going to talk about Chloe and how she got her Miraculous, and we're going to talk about how Chloe will fit into the story. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into the episode Style Queen. Well, really the end of it. And Style, I don't know what. Look. If y'all know what the second episode after Style Queen is, where Chloe is Queen Bee and all that, it's probably called Queen Bee, high key. But yeah, hold on. All right, I literally just hopped on Disney Plus real quick just to get the name of it. And really, this will be taking place in. I don't mind the placement of this, so it will still be in the same place of how it's in the show. Episodes 19 and 20, Style Queen and Queen Was, in season 2. Yeah, so that's where, just a little background. That's where all this is taking place. When Chloe was fixed by the miraculous ladybugs and returned back to her human form from gold, she starts walking down the steps of the Eiffel Tower, where she sees Ladybug swinging around. The vibration of Ladybug swinging around the Eiffel Tower caused a little box to hit Chloe on top of her head and fell to the ground. She picks it up and she was strangely drawn to it, so Chloe put it back in her purse, thinking that Ladybug dropped something and it will give her a chance to talk to Ladybug. Chloe sees her mother and runs up to her, and of course, like in the show, her mother doesn't pay attention to her and will call her the wrong name. When Chloe sees Ladybug surrounded by press, Chloe runs up to Ladybug and tries to spark a conversation with the intention of giving her this weird box, but Ladybug would quickly dismiss her and leave. This would sadden Chloe a little bit because, this is our idol. So she would just leave and go back home. In her room, she will open the box and a little bumblebee will appear flying out of it. And this bumblebee will land onto Chloe's hand. And we'll get to see a side of Chloe that you would never see before. Chloe would legit look at the bee and would talk to the bee as you do with a child. Chloe would look into the box to see a hair clip, and she puts it in her hair, and the clip will glow yellow and then turn into a hair clip that matches her outfit. Just then, the little bumblebee that was in her hand would turn to, as we all know, the Kwame Pollen. And Pollen would introduce herself and tells Chloe that, hey, guess what? You are now a hero like Ladybug and Cat Noir. Pollen explains to Chloe that you have to keep your identity a secret, otherwise you won't be able to be a superhero. Chloe understood, and then Pollen's stomach starts to growl. Once Chloe notices, she opens up the door and starts yelling for her butler. Of course, she would yell in her usual tone, so the butler will arrive immediately. Then Chloe would ask her butler if he could bring him a jar of honey. But the one thing that caught the butler off guard was the fact that she said please, and the butler will say of course and will go get it. But when the butler returns with the jar of honey, this is what shocked the butler. When he returned with the jar, when he returned with the jar of honey, she closes the door, literally slamming it in his face. But then she'll crack it back open and says, thank you. And just outside her window, as she closes her door, was a strange green ninja-like superhero standing there watching Chloe, then disappears. Now, All right, we're gonna take a little pause real quick, just so you know, to catch up on y'all. I know her story is short, but it just gives you more like little background on what happened after this, like after the events of Style Queen, right? All right, this is where we're gonna take a little pause real quick, and yes, of course, we all knew it was Master Fu who was outside of her window. We all know it; it was obvious, but the one thing is, Master Fu, he was all, once he found out that the Miraculous was missing, and we all know Master Fu be in the background, just legit, he be out there just stalking and watching and stuff. So he saw where the Miraculous went, but to his curiosity, he saw that Chloe had it, and he decided to see what was going to happen. So that's why Master Fu was outside her window, just watching and see what she was going to do with what she was going to do with Pollen. And when he saw that there was nothing to worry about, and how Chloe was legit being so calm and caring with Pollen, just reassured Master Fu. Of course, Master Fu won't tell Marinette because for the sake of the only rule, don't reveal identities. But now this is where we start going down a different route. Chloe won't be revealing her identity. She won't. She will literally just be popping up from that moment for like at least 2 to 3 episodes, right? She'll be popping up trying to help stop villains, along with Ladybug and Cat Noir, and she'll introduce herself as Queen Bee. So, of course, they'll fight and stuff. Ladybug will be irritated at the same time relieved, because she'll be irritated because, like, the Miraculous is no, like just some random kid using this Miraculous. But she'll also be relieved at the fact that the Miraculous is no longer stolen, and that there's just somebody who wants to be a superhero just like them. Of course, Cat Noir and Marinette will talk about what they should do. Cat Noir will be like, well, they're not hurting nobody, and they really truly want to help. Meanwhile, Marinette is like, you know how she is. So now, how Ladybug will find out that Chloe is Queen Bee is one simple thing that Queen Bee will say, and I'm pretty sure y'all know what she's gonna say. For example, in this one episode, we have a villain that the 3 of them are staring down: Ladybug, Cat Noir, and Queen Bee. And this villain's fashion sense is just not it. So Queen Bee would say one simple line: that outfit is ridiculous, utterly ridiculous. And that's when both Cat Noir and Ladybug will look at each other and be like, oh snap, I know who this is. Like, you feel me? I feel like that would happen between, like, that would be the look that both Cat Noir and Ladybug will give to each other. And after that, like, I feel like that night when Chloe de-transforms, like, she gets back into her room, she sneaks back into her room and de-transforms, I feel like Ladybug and Cat Noir will be already in her room waiting, and they will see that they were right, it is Chloe. And Adrian will be kind of happy because, like, he sees that his childhood friend / ex-girlfriend is trying to be a better person and really trying to help people. Meanwhile, Marinette just sees a fan that just got a hold of a Miraculous. So as as Ladybug is demanding for the Miraculous back, Adrian is like, yo, what's the big, like, she's not hurting nobody, we should just let her keep it. Like, only when you actually start to actually abuse the Miraculous, we will actually sit up there and take it from you. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that right there would have just made the plot so much better. You know what I mean? Y'all feeling what I'm putting down? Alright, and that's it. That is it, y'all. Yep, we are finally at the end of this week's video, and I really hope you all enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and drop a little subscribe button. You know, go ahead and hit that little subscribe button and comment down. How would y'all rewrite Chloe? I would genuinely love to know. And it's always good to hear. It's always good to hear y'all's feedback. If y'all did enjoy today's video, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. and turn on that notification bell, because every week we're getting something new. So don't feel like you gotta subscribe, babes. You gotta subscribe. But with all jokes and all that to the side, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'm gonna catch y'all next week with, I don't know yet. I'm probably gonna have y'all like vote again on Nino, Masterfoo. Yeah, Nino, Masterfoo, or Alia. So I'll just let y'all can say it in the comments, or y'all can go on my, where you will have a chance to vote with the rest of the where you have a chance to vote with the rest of the officials and decide who I'm going to be drawing next. But yeah, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed today's video and rewrite, and I'm gonna let y'all go. Bye.
A little something like